Man, Young Dirt here, man. So, man, I appreciate my subscribers, man. They're getting deeper, man. You know, I haven't been posting as much as like every day on it, but I'm gonna keep it steady. So, this story right here, So you got a lot of dudes in prison, right? They think because they fighting all the time. I get out and I fight this nigga. You got niggas that fight like quick as a motherfucker, and they always getting their ass beat. But a motherfucker gonna respect somebody like that versus somebody who talking and ain't gonna back it up. At least you know that motherfucker gonna take an ass whooping because he gonna go. But to them other talkers that think because they fight, that they the hardest motherfucker on the yard, hell nah. You got people walking around the yard, don't say nothing to nobody. They don't even bother nobody. But let you do something to them. And you're going to be like, damn, I didn't fuck with the devil. Because people be trapped inside their own insanity, and you disturb them from that insanity, and boy. So, when somebody come up to me and they talk tough in prison, we talking about prison, because I'm a changed person from how I used to be. I tell them, if you ain't ever wrote a letter home to your mom because you in a situation that you don't know if you gonna make it up out of, then you ain't been to the max in there. Like, you just going through day to day. But max, I'm gonna describe what the max is. Now, y'all done already heard the war story with the blood and Crip riot. Well, this is part 2. So anyhow, when they take us back in the cells and shit, right? Me and my cellie, again, when the traumatic shit be happening in the pen, sometimes you end up not talking to your cellie for days, cause y'all be in y'all thoughts. So what happened is, motherfucker just done stabbed up some shit. So he like, man, why we on lockdown? Remember, blood, Crip riot. Now we on lockdown. The IE Crips. The IEs function different. In Inland Empire, they function different. They function Bloods and Crips together. So they are forced in themselves, because if you know your history, you know I was on some Rescue Wood 911 shit real. But I'ma die. Anyhow. So the way IE functions, they a tight-knit community. You best with wood, you gotta best with a ball. So anyhow, a dude from IE comes, but he's a blood. But he really used to be with the Dago car. That's where he's supposed to be from. But this dude got problems with my cellie, and my cellie is from San Diego. He's from Lincoln. That's my cellie. He go, I go. So, man, this dude, he sends over a kite because he got problems with my cellie. I'm just telling my cellie, I'm going to get y'all the fast version too. I'm going to just tell you this. When dude came around the pod, man, we asked the cellie, the homie, how big is this nigga? The homie said, oh, he a little nigga. Man, when that nigga came in the pod, he came in like this. But I looked at my cellie, I was like, man, we gonna have to jump hill. Straight up. We gonna have to jump hill. So, next thing you know, the only way we can make this happen is during a cell move, because we on lockdown for the blood and Crip riot. So we gotta do this in the cell move. So we holler at the IEs and let them know what's up, because he function with them too. And they like, they ain't said nothing. So we thinking we got, and plus me and my cellie cool with him. So we thinking we got the green light. So in the midst of all of this, we're getting kites under the door from Crips on the yard. We gonna kill you. We gonna kill you. We know what y'all do. We gonna kill you as soon as these doors open. But the IEs ain't really in that. They ain't in that. But now this is taking place, and now they about to be in it too. And in our building, it's like 8 cells upstairs and 8 cells. I mean, in my pod, 8 cells up, 8 cells down. So in this pod, if you want to go to the yard and you gotta go to the right, all them cells is IE, all of them. But where the other homie that got the problem with my celly, he had the other pod, so we didn't know how he looked. That's why when he came in like this, we was like, oh shit, we gonna have to jump this nigga. So anyhow, what ended up happening is we do the fake cell move. The homie lock him out, meaning like he just said he can't come back in the cell. So I said, you can come to my cell, it's all good. So when they're doing the cell move, me and Money Mike was gonna get them. They got problems from some street shit that happened. They ain't supposed to come to the pen, but they got their own problems. But it didn't matter, this my son. So when we doing the cell move, I got Money Mike shit. Well, no, I'm grabbing some of Money Mike shit. And they cuff Money Mike up, so automatically it's gonna be me and this big ass nigga. So Money Mike, he start moving his shit. He grab his last bag, cause he the one that's moving to the other cell. When Money Mike grab his bag, he go to there, he say, blood, it ain't even gonna happen. I said, blood, if I say it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I grabbed his Quran, walked out on a tear to the nigga that was moving in the cell with me, because I can't have this nigga step in the cell with me. He might beat my ass in this cell. So I got to do what I got to do. So when I grabbed the Quran, I walk up to him, hand him the Quran, and then I said, oh, this my cellies. As soon as he took it, I got on him. Bing, 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 bing. I hit him with the left. Bam. He go to his knees. When he go to his knees, he grabbed me. Bam. And he picked me up. And he walked me to the rail. And he set me on top of the rail. And we on the upstairs. So he's trying to push me off the chair. This dude is like, he about like 5'8", 5'9", but solid 200. I'm 5'11", but I'm about a buck 60, buck 65. So him picking me up, that really wasn't shit. But he had my ass cheeks on the rail, the top rail, and I was leaning back, about to go. I had one foot hooked on the rail, bam, then the other foot was about to start going. And right before the other one slipped, the police sprayed him, bam. When they sprayed him, man, I shimmied up off of them rails and got to getting them some more. Bam, bam. Man, and they sprayed me. They sprayed me. I told this story before, but I'm really telling it freshly, because y'all that haven't heard it. But they got this orange shit. A pepper spray back in the days used to be clear. Then they switched to some shit in like 2000, 2001, 2-ish. It's orange. Orange Agent, Citrus, something. But that shit, man, they sprayed me with that shit, and I had braids. Man, they sprayed me with that shit, and my nuts was on fire. I was in the shower 3 days later, showering, and my nuts went back on fire because that shit was still in my hair. But when they hit me with it, man, I was on the ground saying, please cuff me up. Please cuff me up. Begging to get cuffed up, because that shit had me on fire. So here goes some game for you if you ever get pepper sprayed. So I'm in the tank trying to put water in my eyes and shit. And then the police come by. He got pepper sprayed too, because the bitch sprayed him. The police that sprayed me, his partner sprayed him on accident. So he was fucked up too. But I'm in this motherfucker on fire. This motherfucker coming in the thing with his bag. He ready to go home. His shit red and puffy, but he ready to go home. He can see fine. I'm like, what the fuck? And I asked him later. He said, baby shampoo. If you ever get pepper sprayed, baby shampoo, I guess it absorbs whatever's in your pores hella fast. That's just some game that they told me. But anyhow, these motherfuckers came back about a week later. These motherfuckers charged me with battery on a motherfucking inmate. They come to the door. They like, Williams, yeah, you getting ready to go to the hole? I'm like, for what? So the story is, he stepped in the cell, and I beat him down the tier, And that was that. So he charging me with assault, man. That was crazy. So they ended up coming get me, and I ended up going to the hole. Part 2 will be about the summer. Gone. I said gone. Oh yeah, divorce court next month. Check me out. Dirty weather. Gone.